So I think you guys are really going to like this. So we start off in our intake calendar here. So this is going to act as, your Google Sheets, your Excel spreadsheet, your kind of placeholder calendar. So let's imagine the customer calls in. They want to schedule a service. Let's say we want to throw them in on Friday. We're going to select a square on the Friday. And all we need to do right off the bat here is put a title. So we can call this um, maybe just general inspection. And we can put the customer name in here too. And then we'll need to obviously put our location. Then the only other thing we need is our customer. So we'll fill in our customer. And here we can create a new customer too if you guys don't have any history with the person. But we'll select our existing customer. There's a unit spot, there's a start and end date time. Likely we're not going to know this information just yet, so you don't need to put it. And then we also have a description box if you want to put any information that they give you on the call or whatever it may be. From here, we're going to save it. And you'll see that customer is going to populate on the calendar here. All your scheduled customers, so all your placeholders are going to be blue. Everything that's green here is ones that have been turned into a work order. So that's what we'll do next. So, when the unit arrives, you're able to inspect it, get all the work order information. What we can do is come in here and click on our customer that's scheduled, and we can come over to the work orders tab, and we can turn this into a work order. So we'll have our status set and fill out our information, assign our technician, and build out our segments. So maybe we'll do 2 segments just to show you guys. Another one. Our service code. And then we can either save it as a draft or commit it. We'll commit it. You'll see it's going to turn green. And from here, this work order is going to automatically get transferred onto the tech calendar here. So if we jump over to the technician calendar, you'll see it assigned on that day to that technician. So we have our technician here, we have our Friday, and then you can see those 2 segments are automatically dropped into that day for that technician. And from here, we can adjust the hours. So if we want to change the hours, we can adjust that from here. And we can also drag and drop these segments out. So if we wanted to schedule one out, drag it out to another day. You wanted to assign it to a different technician, you can do that too. So you can drag and drop these segments on the calendar. We can also click into the work order and open up the work order details. So we can see all of our work order details. We have all of our work order activity here. So you can see all the history on that work order is going to be stored here. Anything that's done to it will show up. All of our unit details, shipping details, and all of our segment information is going to be here too. You can edit segment information from here. And you can also view all of our segment details. So things like attachments, images, comments, labor, checklist, segment items, which is going to be like parts and segment labor and stuff like that. So we can see all that right off the calendar. And it's also going to populate in the work order dashboard too. So if we come over to our dash, you're going to see that work order populated under our technician here. So if we assigned it to a deal, you can see that work order is populated in his column in the dashboard too. So if you guys prefer to just work out of the dashboard, there's this option too, and then you can kind of drag and drop within his column to set the priority of the order you want them working on things. And we can also view this out of our status view as well. So you'll see we had it in ready review. Oh no, it wasn't ready review. We had it in ready invoice. So you can see here that work order is here at the top of ready invoice too. So we can drag and drop and move it along as we change statuses, as the work order life cycle kind of moves along here. And we can manage that off the dashboard here as well. And again, we can click into here to view all the work order details like we can out of the calendar. And we also have a bunch of filters here for our work order dashboard. We can narrow the board down by status, technician, location. We can also narrow down by clocked on work orders. So this will show you all the work orders that are currently being worked on, and you'll see that green dot there. That'll tell you that someone's working on it. We can also filter down to our overclocked work orders so you can see everything that's gone over quoted hours, see what's kind of might be falling through the cracks, stay on top of that kind of stuff. You'll see your last clocking date too, so you know how long it's actually been sitting there for as well. And then we can also create work orders off the dashboard too as well if you want to create them right from here. But yeah, that's the workflow. Depending on what you guys prefer, if you want to, work out of the calendar, once you create that work order off the intake calendar, or if you want to work off the dashboard, maybe you guys are more first in, first out. Things change a lot. You want to be able to kind of manipulate these work orders, drag them around, and have more of that whiteboard kind of style. Then the dashboard's probably for you, or maybe you want a mixture of both, and you can get the visibility on the calendar and the dashboard as well. So I just wanted to show you guys that workflow. Hopefully that fits for you, and let me know if you want to see more on that.